Hello, St. Stephen's. I'm the Venerable Sarah Woodard. I'm here to begin with a beautiful biblical touchstone for community, as is found in the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and the prayers. This is a simple, vivid picture of what Christian community looks like at its best, learning together, sharing life, gathering at the table, grounding everything in prayer. There's a joy in worshiping at St. Stephen's. This particular kind of joy rises when we gather as the body of Christ, not loud or flashy joy, but a steady, rooted one. It's the kind we glimpse at in the early church in Acts, people showing up week after week to listen, to pray, to break bread, and to belong. That's the joy I receive as I worship and serve at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church. We center our mission on spreading the love of God through worship, lifelong education, and acts of service. Our parish sees itself as a welcoming community that helps people grow together in faith, emphasizing that no one follows Jesus alone. No one walks alone. Joy is in the familiar rhythm of the liturgy, words that have been prayed by generations, now carried on by our own voices. It's in the music that lifts what we cannot always say. It's in the quiet moments, too, when a prayer lingers, a candle flickers, when grace feels close enough to touch. But most of all, it's in the people who have a heart and care. Mission and outreach, for example, are the practical expressions of the church's calling to love neighbor. Healthy outreach ministries involve mutuality and respect and reflect on where God is already at work in the community. Joy lives in the way this community welcomes, serves, and stays, and shared laughter over coffee hour, in the tenderness of pastoral care, in the commitment to show up for one another and for the world beyond our doors. Here, worship doesn't end at the dismissal. It spills out into acts of compassion, justice, and love. Joy in the church doesn't stay inside the walls. It's meant to spill out into the world. The community we form in worship becomes the community we embody in daily life. What we practice at the altar, gratitude, reconciliation, generosity, shapes how we move through neighborhoods, workplaces, and relationships. Faith by itself, if it has no work, is dead. But when love takes shape in action, joy follows. Not a shallow happiness, but a deep, grounded joy that comes from participating in God's work of healing and restoration. So, the church in the world is not just a place we go, it's a people we become, a people who love, serve, and reflect Christ wherever we are sent. From a diaconal lens, the church stands at the threshold between sanctuary and street, listening deeply to the needs of the world and bringing those needs back into prayer, and then carrying the hope of the gospel back out again in action. It's a rhythm of gathering and sending. The joy of this place is not because it's perfect. It's because, like the first community in Acts, it is devoted to Christ, to one another, and to the work of the Spirit among us. And in that devotion, joy takes root. It's not fleeting, but faithful, not shallow, but sustaining. Thanks be to God for the gift of community found here at St. Stephen's and for the joy of worshiping together. Let's spread the good news found here at St. Stephen's. Now go in peace to love and serve the Lord.